Good morning, everyone. You are welcome to ICT class. This morning, we shall be discussing a new topic called types of computers. Types of computers. As you can see on my screen, I have just only two objectives. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to describe the characteristics of personal or desktop computer and its uses. Number two, students will be able to describe the characteristics of a laptop computer and what it is used for. So these are the two objectives expected to be achieved at the end of today's lesson. Now let's move to the next slide. Introduction. Computers come in all sorts of shapes and size. You are all familiar with desktop personal computers and laptops. But did you know that computers can be as small as your mobile phone? Yes, computer can be as small as your mobile phone. But today we are going to look at just only two types of computer system. We are going to look at the desktop and we are going to look at laptop. Then the subsequent lesson, we shall know the rest types of computer system. Now let's move to the next slide. Personal computer. Personal computer that we normally call desktop PC. Desktop PC. Personal computers are usually found in the home and in schools. You can also find it in business offices. Personal computers are made up of input devices, output devices, and storage devices, which we have talked about before now, the input devices, output devices, and storage devices. So personal computers are made up of all these. With a basic unit which houses all the hardware components that make the PC work. You can see that computer or personal computer are made up of what? Input devices, output devices, and storage devices. Without them, your computer will not be able to perform what it's supposed to perform. And we call them hardware components. So you can see the diagram of desktop PC. You can see the output devices, which is the monitor. You can see the input device here, which is the mouse. You can see the base unit here, which is it contains fragile electronics. You can also see another input device here, which is a keyboard. Now let's move to the next slide. Uses of personal computer. Uses of personal computer. Personal computer can be used as either standard alone computer or networked computer. You can use this as stand-alone computer, that is used by one person at a time. You can also use this as what? As networked computer, that is part of a group of connected computers, that is two or more computers connected together as a single entity or as a single unit. So these are the ways which personal computer can be used. Now let's move to the next one. Advantages and disadvantages of personal computers. Advantages and disadvantages of personal computers compared to laptop. Number one, you can get a better specification for your money. That is number one advantage. You can get a better specification for your money. But in opposite, desktop PC are large and bulky. That is the disadvantage. Now let's move to the next advantage. Cheaper to buy due to components being easier to make. But they need a constant power supply as they do not use batteries. So this is another disadvantage. Now let's move to the next one. The keyboard is easier to use as it is larger than a laptop keyboard. Now let us look at disadvantage under this. Need to copy files onto portable storage or send via email if you need to work in a different location. It means that you cannot carry personal computer from one place to another. You cannot move it the way you can move other type of computer because of the size. Design of casing allows for it to escape. Yes, it allows the what? The it to escape. That is the design of the casing. Now this helps to keep the PC cool. This helps to keep the PC cool. I hope you have gotten my message here. Good. Now let's move to the next slide. Laptop computers. Laptops are portable computers and are small enough to sit on your lap, and that is why we call it what? Laptop. It's portable. You can move it around. Modern laptops are generally almost as powerful as a desktop PC and are used to similar tasks and purposes such as multimedia, schoolwork, and internet access. Now, uses of laptop. Like desktop PC, laptop can be used as both standalone and network computers. Number two, as a standalone computer, they can be used almost anywhere due to their small size and built-in battery, which powers the laptop when there is no access to a plug socket. So this is the major function of a laptop. So it has what? Built-in battery. Anytime there is a power failure, you can still be using your laptop. Network laptops are used for the same purpose as network PC, to share resources and information. Now let's move to the next slide. Advantages and disadvantages of laptop computer. Advantages. Let me quickly explain 4 advantages before moving to disadvantages. Number 1, smaller and lighter, and it's much easier to transport, that is moving from one place to another. Because of what? Because it's very, very portable. Built-in rechargeable battery. It has built-in rechargeable battery. It means that the battery can be charged anytime. Usually come with built-in wireless fidelity, that is Wi-Fi. Wireless fidelity. It comes with built-in Wi-Fi, which means they can access the internet and wireless network from locations with access. The last advantage now, no need to transfer files onto portable storage. If you need to work in a different location, you simply take the laptop with you. Yes, there's no need of storing or transferring file onto portable storage, because the laptop itself is what? It's portable. You can carry it from one place to another. Now let us look at the disadvantages now. Limited battery life. Yes, limited battery life. Limited battery life. That is, the battery it has the lifespan is limited. Smaller keyboards are sometimes hard to use. Yes, you know that the keyboard of the laptop is very small. So at times it can be hard to use. Laptops are prone to thief. This is a great disadvantage because of how portable the laptop is. Yes, thief can steal it at any time because it's very, very small. Laptops are compact and can get hotter than a desktop PC. Yes, because of the heat generated from the from the microprocessor. Now let's move to the next slide. Advantages of desktop compared with laptop. You can see that we've talked about most of these in our previous slide. They usually have a higher specification. Number 2, the keyboard is separate to the screen. The next one, they are cheaper to buy, repair, or upgrade. The full-size keyboard and mouse are easier to use. So we are talking about advantages of desktop over laptop. Now let us look at disadvantages of desktop compared with laptop. They are not portable. There are many wires which need to be disconnected when moving the computer, and this takes time. The next one, if office work needs to be done at home, then you cannot easily take the computer home. So this is another limitation of desktop, unlike laptop. Now Let's look at advantages of laptop compare with desktop. Much smaller and lighter. Much smaller and lighter. Number 2, can be used on your lap. Number 3, they have a battery which enables them to be used when away from the main power supply. The next one, files do not need to be transferred between work and home, which saves time. And I've explained this before now. Files do not need to be transferred between work and home, which saves time. Now let us look at the disadvantages of laptop compared with desktop. Number 1, the smaller keyboard are more difficult to use. Number 2, the pointing device is harder to use than a mouse. If you are making use of a laptop, what you will be looking at is the pointing device. At times it may be harder to use. The next one, the base of a laptop becomes hot. Yes, because of the heat. So that is the reason why this is very, very dangerous for you to be putting your laptop on your lap for longer time, because of the heat generated from the laptop. As they are portable and are used in public places such as office, shops, airports, etc., they are susceptible to thief. Yes. So thief can easily steal it. The last disadvantage now, they have a limited battery life. They have a limited battery life. So I believe you have gotten this concept good. So we have come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you, and God bless you.